What's up guys, Johnny here over at Silvertrac. This week we're talking about 5 signs that it's time to upgrade your guard tour system. Let's dive right in. Alright, so really effective guard tour software should help you improve officer accountability and transparency, just giving you insight to what's happening on the property in real time. It should also improve your ability to find inefficiencies. So to find officers that underperform when they're compared to their colleagues, and to find opportunities to add more value to the client. It should also have an impact on your retention rates. You should be able to correct issues in real time and fix problems before they start jeopardizing accounts. And then fourth, it should help attract customers. It should really offer a value proposition in your selling process that helps you win accounts, whether it is the full difference maker or it's one more item you can add to your list as to why your client should do business with you as opposed to the competition. So let's dive into the first sign that it's time to upgrade your guard tour system. All right, so the first sign that it might be time for an upgrade in your guard tour system is if you lose an account unexpectedly because of guard performance. See, it's one thing to lose an account because a client has like changing needs, or maybe they have a change in budget and you guys just can't find a way to make it work together. But it's really unsettling if you lose an account because of guard performance. Those are issues that your business model and your management structure should help you avoid. So if you lose an account unexpectedly because of guard performance, typically a customer is not really willing to endure the pain of changing a security provider because of one issue. It's normally something that builds up over time. If you experience a scenario where you're losing an account unexpectedly because of guard performance, or it catches you kind of like a blindside, then it's time to review your management process. The second sign that it might be time for an upgrade is if you're still doing randomized post inspections. Of course, there are some companies that just have a supervisor on site. There are some companies that do like a shared model where the supervisor is doing patrol stops and also doing some supervisor post inspections. Either way, anytime you have time where you're really allowing the supervisor to dictate what sites they visit, how long they spend there, what they're responsible for, that lack of direction is going to most of the time result in inefficiency, wasted time, wasted money. So what we found is they end up just going to their favorite sites, socializing with their favorite guards, and then you don't really have rhyme or reason to how frequently our sites hit, and recognizing if in a given month or a quarter certain sites have gone unvisited. So a really solid guard tour software should allow your supervisor to know the sites that are having problems right now. So when they do have time in their shift to go do a post inspection, they know the sites that need it most if they have officers that are underperforming. But it should also surface the properties that haven't been visited in a while so that they know where to go. If you guys require one supervisor visit per month per post, then we would see the sites that are unvisited. And certainly if you require more, you should see the sites that haven't gotten the visit requirement met for the month. It should surface that information. It should also allow your supervisors to report any officer performance issues or good notes about the officer performance. It should allow them to document the time that they spend training and what they're training the officers on, just to get a really good pulse for that position that's typically, from a management's perspective, you are always balancing billable versus non-billable time. If we're going to have an officer or a supervisor in the car doing non-billable time, we need to make sure it's productive. So it might be time to upgrade your guard tour software if you are still doing those randomized post inspections. All right, the third sign that it's time to upgrade is if it's taking you more time to manage your guard tour system than the system itself is actually saving you, right? Software is meant to add efficiency and add resources and free up your time. If you are still using the old pipe and wand solutions and you're going out and collecting information from a site, number one, that's super reactive, right? You're really only verifying that there was a problem most of the time, like a few days after there was actually an issue. And it just takes time to go out there and pick up that information. A system not only needs to help you collect information efficiently, it should help you analyze and then automate or guide the action moving forward. So if, for example, there are checkpoints missed or big gaps in activity, it should be letting you know in real time that that's happening so you can get ahead of it. It doesn't really do us any good as a security company to find out a week after the fact. That puts that contract in jeopardy. If a customer was to visit the site, it would put that account at risk. The fourth sign that it's time to upgrade is if you're settling for a faulty system. See, here's the thing. If you have a system that's really buggy and unreliable, it's hard to actually hold the officers accountable when maybe gaps in the report or missing information could actually be the software solution's fault, right? If you don't know for sure that if there's a gap in the time or if the information isn't correct, if it can possibly be blamed on the software company, then it's really hard to hold the officers accountable. So you need to have a solution that is very reliable, has got trusted reviews, is very transparent when they do have issues. So if that's not the case, that's another sign that it might be time to upgrade. All right, the last sign that we'll cover today that it is time to upgrade your guard tour system is if you groan every time you get the invoice. Now, if you're paying for the old like pipe and wand systems, that is just a one-time cost, but there's a lot of software solutions out there doing the guard tour thing. And if you're not overwhelmingly convinced at the return on your investment into that solution, then it's time to go look elsewhere. It's a very competitive space. You can really make sure that you get the most bang for your buck, that you have a super efficient, reliable solution, and that it's cost effective, allowing you to get a big return on your investment. So if when that invoice comes across your email each month, if you're not super excited, it's time to reach out and start looking for some other solutions. All right, guys, in summary, if you're still using some of the dated technology out there, like the pipe and the wand systems, any kind of like tour system where you have to go on site and pick up the information, or if you're using a buggy, faulty solution and you feel like there's room for improvement, our team would love to talk to you. We specialize in helping companies improve guard performance, seeing that impact their retention and their sales. We've got tons of reviews online. I'll actually link to that here so you can see what other companies are saying about Silvertrac. But in summary, we would love to work with you to get a better guard tour system if you feel like there's room for improvement. All right, guys, that's it for this week's video. I would love to have you subscribe to our channel if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to our blog if you're on our website. We'll shoot you out an email each week with the new video, the fresh content. We take a lot of pride and time in what we're producing here, and we want to get it in your hands. If you like what we're doing, like it, subscribe, share it on social media, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.